Okay.
Well, be back to this one last question now. Now, you being, say, the state's attorney, which you should be, because the other broad, she's with Daley, and anything Daley touches is crap.
She's a lady.
I don't care.
Let's be.
No. I'm sorry, I can't. See, if you went through what I went through, you wouldn't think of anybody as ladies. I just think of them as politicians. That's all they really are, and crooks. So that's the name of the game, and there's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing they can do about it. They can't say a word because it's true. As a matter of fact, I've been confronted Daley with it, and Daley just had it back now. We went by his house in the alley. We used to know how to, the precinct captain would sneak us back in there because we went with 3 guys. Right to his face, said Daley were forging his stuff. I'll look at it. I'll check it. He did nothing to me.
Nothing would surprise me in Cook County.
Right.
Nothing would surprise me.
But how do we get it out?
When people do the right thing.
No, there you go. There you go. But how would you actually get it out? Because when I changed like this when I was in court, and I see Judge Duff sitting up there, and it was a black guy going to be electrocuted, one of the last guys in Illinois. And his lawyer was up there, and Continental Airlines case was up there with me. And Continental brought all their stuff into Illinois to be done because they said this is the cheapest place and the easiest place to get it fixed. Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter who you are, you get treated just like everybody else.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way there.
See,
he got his hands on
I know
the
how it
cover.
works. I've
Yeah,
been
you got
a lawyer
it.
for 25
Right,
years.
he got it in the federal courts. I caught him when I told Duff, when I was sitting there with Duff, he said something bad about the only good lawyer I had. And this guy was an old man dying of kidney disease. And he says, well, he was old, he doesn't. I said, look, Duff, stop it now. Right in court, I told him. I said, don't go that way with him. And that was it. And he did. He stopped it. He knew better. He even says in the transcripts that we got that the only one who knew more about Shackman than him was me. Shackman didn't know much about Shackman himself. It's a phony.
You kept it alive for 40 years.
Yeah, but the point was...
I'm not going to get into
I know, but listen. But
I have tremendous respect for Michael Shackman.
How?
How? Because he did what no one had the guts to do back in 1968.
Right.
Which is to sue the Cook County Regular Democratic Organization.
But then he sold out,
You
though.
want an answer?
Well, yeah,
You
but then
want
he
to tell
sold...
me the answer?
Well, no, well, I know the
You
answer.
want
Go
the
ahead.
answer?
All right, give me your answer. Not the answer. Your answer.
He did what no one else had guts to do, which is to sue the Cook County Regular Democratic Organization and all the committeemen and its elected officials who were violating the law daily.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean Mayor Daley, I mean every
No,
day.
it was Daley too, yeah.
Who were using taxpayers' money, resources, to run their political operations with. Whereas all the other candidates, like myself, have to pay out of my own pocket and through our donations from our supporters. But the mayor, the governor, the county board president use county, city, state employees. And it was proven in the case of George Ryan, who went to jail, and this current governor who will go to jail. And of course the mayor was in front of the grand jury twice himself in relation to the patronage hiring that Storage is in jail for right now. And there are numerous investigations at the county level against Gerald Nichols, John Stroger, who was the previous county board president, where they have in fact altered test results, falsified applications, and did all kinds of things that should not have been done. They were illegal. So those who commit these kinds of acts will have to be responsible. And it's not, Miss Alvarez, with all respect,
No,
who's going to do anything about this at all.
Oh, no, I know she's not going to. We know that already. They don't vote for you, they might as well not vote. It's like the same thing, because I've been precinct captain a long time over. I've seen what went on. I worked with my uncles and stuff like that. I was a kid when they did this crap. It would have never been like this if Kennelly would have beat Daley in 55, because Kennelly was going to
We
straighten
can't go back to 55.
No,
This is 2008, so
but
let's
no.
move forward.
All right.
Who
Well,
is
you
up
see, my
question?
thought was tax avoidance as opposed to tax evasion, you see. Because I didn't want to pay income taxes, and that's why I
You
put the
go to
question.
jail for that.
They put Bob Schultz in jail.
Did you get the letter from
I just got it out of Cook County Jail for fighting corruption. All right, we're from the 10th Ward. We helped you out with Frank Rowan.
I appreciate that.
I'm a businessman. Been in business for 30 years in trucking, hire truck program. The only company that was in the hire truck program.
What's your name?
Jamie Hernandez.
Okay.
I was the only company from 166 companies that was protesting before it came out, the stuff. I didn't know what the corruption was. And I've been fighting all this
So
corruption.
you know Marco Morales and his son?
Marco Morales, is that the...
That's the guy who was in charge of hire trucks.
Marco
No,
Morales.
it wasn't, that was Angela Torres.
No, that was Torres, Marco Morales.
Marco Morales was there as well. He's in Mexico now.
Oh,
awaiting
yeah,
extradition.
Pomex.
Angela
I
Torres
work
is
for
related
Pomex.
to Anthony Munoz
Yeah.
through family. Victor Reyes and
They're all supporting Miss Alvarez, so she should be
So-
happy to get their money.
I was there,
Democrats.
and now I know how the state's attorneys work and the judges. Now I know how they cheat and lie. And even my own lawyer, you probably know Russ Stewart. I mean, he's a rotten person. Now he's working with Frank Avila. I mean, it amazes me how much corruption comes out of it, and nobody does it. I went to court today, and I wrote my motions up, and they were nice and good. And the lawyers said we're dismissing everything because I caught him cheating, and the judges allowed the cheating. I mean, this is a bad.
If you want to convince me here that we have a
You already know,
system
you
that's
already know.
corrupt, I mean, you can save yourself the time.
Yeah, he
No,
already
what I'm
knows
getting,
that.
have you ever been in jail?
Yes,
Okay, I've been in jail for
not
6 times.
personally, I visited
Well,
jail.
visiting is one thing, but going, okay, is another thing.
I hope never to be there,
Well, that's good. I hope
except to
never-
visit.
Oh, okay, well, I've been in jail for no reason. God is my witness.
Listen, your case is your case.
Mhm.
I'm sure you had competent counsel. If you didn't, then you need to take steps against them. If you
I
had
wish
another
I would.
if you have
Competent.
judges who didn't treat you appropriately, then you can go to the Judicial Inquiry Council, file complaints, and, get competent attorneys to represent you. I'm not gonna comment on your particular
No,
case.
that's
It
fine.
is what it is.
Okay.
I'm sure you've got a tale of woe,
Everybody
like
does.
everybody does, and, join the club.
But did you know?
That's why you need to help me here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And how is
Get
that?
elected.
At least you're honest. You told us
Well,
that the shit goes on.
I'm not a young kid. This corruption, the jail, I've been in jail, and I got a lot of stories. 90% of them are minorities. 60% are African Americans. 30% are Latinos. 10% are white.
Actually, it's 90% African American, 5% Latino.
No, well, whatever it is.
Latest figures.
And I'd say 40% don't even belong there. But the state's attorneys and the judges, I seen it with my own eyes. They will keep all the evidence away from the jury. I just don't know how that works, but it's just like, whoa.
It's called the
It is
rules
called-
of evidence.
Yeah.
In criminal procedure, you have to follow the rules. Sometimes things get into evidence and sometimes they don't.
Yeah, I know that, and I try to get everything evidence, but my lawyer, oh, no. I said, okay, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying, you know.
What is the protocol for recording proceedings in courtrooms in Cook County?
Can't do it. Supreme Court denies the right to videotape in the courthouse.
I'm saying in terms of audio tapes.
Oh, he's talking
they
about the
have-
audio tapes of the trial.
Yeah, court reporters are replaced now by audio equipment.
And the litigants have easy and quick access to all these audio recordings.
Nothing is easy and
No.
quick in Cook County.
No.
Especially when they forge the trial. But see, I played on their rules with their game and beat the crap out of them. And then he wanted me to settle. No, but that's not good to be happy. We got to really turn in daily for all the fraud he did. So we
Why
got.
don't you talk to the U.S. Attorney there?
Oh yeah, but they don't want to let you in because don't forget now some of the people, you know how it works in a circle. Some of the people who did the case for Daley are U.S. attorneys now. It goes into the whole circle. They go into private practice to this. So you have to get a group to come out and force us, but to do it, just like these people forced this guy to go and get birds. We were on YouTube telling them they could get birds long before these guys even brought it out. And then you know what? The U.S. attorney even had to come on YouTube, not YouTube, on Can TV after that. So did that guy with the gray hair, Flint Taylor. We're the first ones telling the people how to work this, to do it. It's just a game. Once you know how the game plays, it's the same way. They change your transcripts. They get you in court like I see a couple of cases. See what we used to do after we found out how they're doing it. You go into court and you watch the case, and they got their depositions. They'll say to the guy, "Well, were you so and so doing this?" And he's right. Then all of a sudden they say, "Where were you on such and such a day?" And he'll say the truth till he's talking. And they say, "Well, if I told you, Mr. So and so," and then his lawyer plays the game too, and it's like, "Oh, they caught him." That already sends a bad sign to the jury because most of it is play acting in the courtroom. It's not really on you up. You got to sell yourself to the jury and everybody else too. But the point is, what I was trying to get across is how do we expose that the judges are in on this fraud too? Because they got to look at the tapes too. And the key player in here that Mr. Fitzgerald should know about is Cheryl Young, the head court reporter coordinator, because all the tapes come to her office. Like we even had, I don't know if you know Marsha McClennan, top U.S. attorney down there. Well, she's one of the top U.S. attorneys, and I had her, and I said, just get me my tapes. And I said, she said, well, we'll get them for you because we're in charge. As soon as they found out what case it was, can't, I don't want to talk about this no more. Because it would expose the judges. See, so now the barrel is here is that we got maybe 10 or 15 judges down there. Everybody that dealt with a shackman can go in for corruption because the shackman and the jobs, when you do that, that's extortion. Because the people are getting 10% of their money. Now, not that.
Well, please, please.